Welcome back to a Slice of Japan, because for 20 points this week you can go ahead and grab the Mitsubishi Evo 3 from 1995. That's to go with the other Mini we have already. From stock, this thing has 267 brake horsepower and 228 foot-pounds of torque while weighing just around 2,778 pounds. To be honest, this design does actually look really nice. I know I'm more of a Subi person, and to be honest I always will be, but the Evo 3 design just had something special about it. I don't know what it is, but I just kind of prefer that over what we have today. Going to the inside, it is honestly a really stripped back interior because of course this is around midway through the 90s and there are no touchscreens in sight. We've also got a few dials, and now let's go ahead and take a listen to the engine. Okay, so now here we are over in the upgrade shop. We're going to jump straight to conversions to go ahead and see what we've got. We've got ourselves some engine swaps. We've got a 6.2 litre V8, we've got a 2.6 litre inline 6 twin turbo, and a 1.6 litre inline 4 turbo rally. As for the drivetrain, we can go ahead and turn this thing from all-wheel drive to a rear wheel should we so wish to. I don't know why you would, but now you can. Going to aero and appearance, we've got quite a fair few options to choose from. We can put the Rally front bumper on the front of this thing. We've got the Rally Kenya front bumper, which is honestly pretty cool indeed. And we've just got the normal little aero, although this time it's missing the little tow hook, which I'd argue actually makes this thing now look a little nicer. As for the rear wing, we can either go ahead and have the Forza rear wing, or we can take it off entirely, which to be honest just looks weird. As for the side skirts, we have got ourselves, what do we have? We've got little mud flaps. Okay, that's cool. And then going to the bonnet options, we have got ourselves a little vent. We have got ourselves a little snorkel, because that's honestly pretty cool. We also have ourselves some rally lights, and we also have ourselves rally lights and a little sort of roof scoop as well. So to be honest, there's actually quite a lot of exterior customization with this thing, and it starts out on not even street tires. Oh wow. In the meantime, Mac has gone ahead and made a wonderful A-Class racing tune for us, although he's also told me that there's a race tune and a rally tune, so I don't know which one this is, but there's the share code. Let's go and install it and see what we've got. So with those upgrades, we're now at £2,325 and just a shade over 350 brake horsepower at the top of A-Class. Okay, so now here we are in the paint shop. We've got nothing in advance, which is a bit of a shame, and it does look like we've been given the rally tune today, but we do have a few extra manufacturer paints. Here we've got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 different colours to choose from, and honestly, I think I might just stick with the silver for now. So honestly, the Evo 3 it does look like a genuinely really nice little car. Of course, these things were made, I believe, just between 1995 to 1996, and we'll get onto how many were made in just a few short moments. However, sadly, I've not been able to see one of these in person just yet. Even though I did go to a rather nice classic car show earlier this year, sadly nobody had one of these. So if you know somebody that happens to own an Evo 3, you know, can I have a look at it please? And away we go. We're up against 11 other cars, and we've got to try our best to get this little thing up into first place, which should be very interesting indeed, considering this thing is also, by the looks of things, a non-aero build as well. So this should be very fun indeed. Judging by the first turn, it is a little slidey in places, but it actually does handle kind of nicely. Coming up to my favourite part of the course, let's go straight past the Mustang. There we go, or Shelby Cobra, whatever it is. On the brakes, oh god, brake. Now, earlier I said there are a limited run of these, and technically there is, because between 1995 and 1996, the years of which this car was built, there were only 7,000 units ever made, and I believe that is potentially worldwide, so these things are genuinely a kind of rare car now. And if you want to find one of these in the UK, like I just went searching for before the video started, you're looking at roughly around £28,500. And for my wonderful friends overseas, here it is in US dollar. We're up against the Silvia. We have passed the Silvia, which is both intriguing and concerning considering the Silvia has, well, I think Forza Aero, and this thing does not. Alright, 95%, one more turn to go. We've managed to keep away from the Silvia, a very nice gap between the two cars, and across the line we go with a very nice first place and a time of 2 minutes 6 seconds. So as it turns out, that tune's actually pretty good when it comes down to racing. However, that's only racing on road racing, you know, going around corners and turns and stuff. How good is it in just a straight line? Well, this tune's about to tell us. There's the share code for the drag tune built by the one and only Mac, but apparently there is no wheelie on this thing, and it's a bit of a sad Mac for that one. But we'll try and see if we can get this car to wheelie, but, well, not holding out much hope. So with those upgrades installed, we're now at £2,566 with just over 1,010 brake horsepower. This thing's going to be a menace, most likely to society and everybody in it. Alrighty, we're now over at the back of the festival. Let's go ahead and see, do we get a wheelie out of this thing? Actually, yeah, we kind of did. Hopefully that makes Mac happy. It's not much, but at least it's something. Alrighty, here we are now over at the edge of the drag strip, so we're getting on launch control, and away we go. Let's go ahead and see what we get out of this thing. Remember, this thing is actually pretty light considering the car it is, and with the 1,000 brake horsepower, this thing's sure to put down a pretty decent speed. Through the camera at 194, and off the end of the drag strip at 215, and absolutely zero brakes, please stop! And as per tradition, it didn't. However, now we get a chance to go ahead and dump a stupid amount of power into this thing, and so let's go ahead and do that and see what we get, because we're going to make this thing a little bit of a top speed build, and of course we're making it twin turbo. And yes, I know what you're thinking, I put a V8 into a Mitsubishi. I know all the Mitsubishi fanatics are going to be very angry with me, but it has to be done for science. Yeah, I think that looks about right. Although now I've got to do the fun thing of sitting here and tuning everything. I'll be right back. And you know what, while we're at it, let's give this thing a new colour. Yeah, that looks better. And now I have to wait an age for it to save. However, before we go any further, here is this week's Forzathon shop. We've got the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, we've got the Horizon Colorado t-shirt, the Colorado cover car horn, which sounds a bit like this. Oh, very nice. We also have the Toyota 2000 GT, the Jump On It emote, the Horizon Super Wheel Spin, and the regular Horizon Wheel Spin as well. And now, out to the motorway. And as per usual, it is time for how close have I gotten to the great, or have I missed it completely? If anybody wants to make that a little bit of a jingle I can use whenever I do these kind of segments of videos, please get in touch, join the Discord or something. In the meantime, how close have we got? We have gotten nearly exactly on the great. Let's go ahead and move it forward just a couple feet, and there we go. Oh, that's actually a good one today. In the meantime, here we are now on launch control, and away we go. Let's go ahead and see what top speed we get out of this thing. 1,000 something brake horsepower, 6 gears to work with, and a massive motorway to, well, go and floor it, really. This is either going to go really well or really badly. The answer is apparently really badly. And out the speed zone at 241.72, which is not bad at all. We've still got the downhill and the speed cameras to go, and we've just narrowly missed a Vocho. Or, for you and I, a Volkswagen Beetle. Anyway, hopefully we should see any second. There we go, through the camera, 248.25, I believe that was. Going downhill, 251, 252, 253. Do we get 254? No, we get 253, but that is a truly remarkable top speed for this thing, considering... Okay, that... way to ruin the speech. Anyway, as I was saying, that is a pretty considerable top speed, and this thing's doing it pretty well. However, now I've got one more test left. Now, it involves numbers, but it's not a math test. That's right, it's a drift test. Let's go ahead, throw this thing into the local drift zone and see how well it does. We need to get at least 30,000 points for me to consider this car pretty decent for drifting, and to be honest, it looks like we have well and truly beaten that at 40,615 points. And a slight dent to the rear bumper, but we won't talk about that bit. Okay, round 2, let's go ahead and see, can we beat 40,000 points? I doubt it, but hopefully we'll still get a pretty decent score going on the other side, and we get 35,370, which, considering I'm drifting an Evo, is really good. In the meantime, that is the Mitsubishi Evo 3, yours for 20 points this week. It'll take you roughly around half an hour to get, and to be honest, I would definitely say it's worth it. And that's coming from somebody who is pretty much just a Subi fanatic. So definitely go ahead, pick one of these things up for yourself. You can do some stupid amounts of just random upgrades to it, and it is definitely worth it. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Tech out. See ya! I feel like this blue should have been a manufacturer colour.